I think there's a lot of people are using webinars as a method of, getting people into their funnels, et cetera, et cetera. So I think you may want to just talk a little bit about, for example, some of the settings in the automated webinar system that ClickFunnels has.
Yeah. I mean, the automated webinars work really well. We use automated webinars for marketing ClickFunnels, and they work well. So,
just set up, give us an example. So show us I don't know if you can pull a video or whatever, and just show the process of uploading the video into that automated webinar system, et cetera, et cetera.
So here's one that's an automated webinar for our Funnel Hacks program, and it's actually set up to be an on-the-hour web class. So there's a new one starting every hour, and then there's a few other products that use the automated webinar. But in order to set up an automated webinar, in my opinion, it's actually one of the easiest ones to set up. Okay. So I click Add New Funnel, Host Webinar, Webinar Replay. I'm just going to call this. Well, actually, you know what? This name is pretty important because this is kind of what's going to actually populate the emails that go out. So I'm going to call this free web training, something like that. And then it's going to automatically create those steps. And then all you need to do is select your template. So I'm going to go ahead and select the template. Now I'm going to go to the next step. Let's select the template. I'm going to go to the broadcast room. And I'm going to select the template. And then I'm going to go to the replay room.
This is where you can schedule your times.
Yeah, so basically the way that this is going to work, I'll show you here on the registration page. So I'm going to open this up in a new tab here. So if somebody clicks register my spot, they can select the date, and it's always going to populate with the next 3 days. So today is November 1st, so it's going to say November 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, or watch yesterday's broadcast now. So this would take them directly to the broadcast room. They would skip over registering. If they choose one of these dates, they would also select a time, enter their name, email, secure spot.
Now, wait 1 second. So now you see how it went from November 2nd at 3 till 5 to 6. Can you alter those and make them, like every hour on the hour? How do you do that?
So I put together a tutorial on how to set up like an on-the-hour web class.
Yep.
It does require some custom code, but I did actually include some like a share funnel template in there. Okay. But if you want to change the times, you go in here and you click on this auto webinar time element, and then you can turn on or off these different times. So if you only wanted to have 11 a.m. every day, yep, you would just turn the other times off. But it is 11, 2, 4, 6, and 8 are the set times here.
Got it. So it requires a custom code to have anything other than those.
Right. Yeah. And so I put together a tutorial in the support desk, and it shows you how to do like an on-the-hour one. Anything varying from that, you would need some custom development done. But another thing that you can do is if you integrate with Twilio, which is an SMS server, you can actually add the SMS sign up, and then you can set up text reminders so people can input they can opt in for text reminders, and then it'll send them a text, when the webinar is about to start. But you would have to set up that text reminder as well. With the auto webinar registration, under the automation tab here, there are some emails that are already set up to go out. And so this merge tag right here is going to automatically update with the name of your funnel. That's why when I set up the funnel, I called it free web training instead of just auto webinar. Yep. It's going to populate with their name, the webinar title, the date and time that they select, and then it'll have the link here. And so you can come in here.
Adele's asking a good question here, which is, on an automated webinar, could one have live chat going on simultaneously or not?
You certainly could. Depending, like it isn't a part of ClickFunnels, but I mean there are different services like Drift.com, and there was someone I was talking to just last week or the week before that was doing this. They have an automated webinar that's running, but so like this here, Drift.com, you can actually it's it's this little chat box. It's kind of like intercom. So if somebody clicks on that, they can type in their message. And so this would be live chat. And so you would have to have someone attending this chat, for during whatever times you have webinars. But the thing is, when somebody goes to this webinar page to register, this time that displays here, you'll notice there isn't a time zone selector. So this is based off of their time. So if I select 11 a.m., that's 11 a.m. Mountain Time. If you were to select this, Fred, it would be 11 a.m. Pacific Time. So it's based on where you're located.
Yeah, and if somebody in Abu Dhabi is selecting it, you're going to have to stay up till the middle of the night to take care of it.
Yeah, you're going to be on 24 hours a day just answering live chat questions. So that's important to take into consideration if you're going to have something like a live chat.
Yep, very, very true.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing, one of the things that I discovered, and I did this because we're going to be doing a lot of webinars with some of my clients as well, is that a lot of people, and I'm not sure this is kind of a marketing thing, but people should be doing their webinars live initially, for at least X number of times. In my case, I'm setting 10 as my goal. I want to do them live 10 times because then I record them all. Then we see which one pulled the best results, and we use that one as the automated webinar. So if you're, from a marketing standpoint, you want to do it live a number of times, see which one pulls the best, and you'll have no reason, you'll have no understanding as to why, but do that.
Yep. I'm going to keep going through just kind of the setup here. There are a couple other things. This webinar countdown page, you'll notice that when I register, I'll get this add to calendar thing here. And this actually pulls the page title. So this is called Webinar Countdown, this page. And it actually pulls it from the page settings here. And so you'll want to have this be the name of your event. So I'm going to change that to free web training. And that's what it's going to add as the calendar item name. And then the other thing is on your broadcast room, this is where you'll set up the video. And so there's already a video element on the page. And so you would click on here and you can do a custom embed. So if you have a video that is on a secured server, like Amazon S3 or something like that, you could just embed it with an iframe. You could also use just a YouTube URL. You could use Vimeo, Wistia, Easy Video Suite, or HTML5 video. HTML5 video requires two different file formats, MP4 and WebM, and you also have to have an image for the kind of the thumbnail that will be there before the video starts playing. And so that's how you add the video there. And then the other thing is there's a spot here for auto webinar show offer time, and it's in seconds. So let's just say you have a 60-minute webinar, and 45 minutes into the webinar, that's when your offer comes up. And so you would put here, 45 times 60. That's not right. Hold on. That's 2,700 seconds. So you do 2,700. And that means that if somebody stays on this page less than 2,700 seconds, they will be considered to have left the webinar early. If they stay on longer than 2,700 seconds, they will be considered to have attended the webinar and seen the offer. And so in these email automations, you'll see all these different categories for emails. So you can have emails go out to people who attended but missed offer. That's the people who left before that 2,700 seconds. Saw offer but didn't purchase. That's the people who stayed after that time but didn't purchase. And then purchased would be obviously people who purchased. And so you would also want to set up your sales page and your order page, order confirmation page, all in the same funnel as well in order for these to work.
I think, Linnell, we just answered your question. Mark, she wanted you to show her where the URL goes for the video image. I think we just showed that, right?
So this one right here where it says start video image URL, that's if you're using HTML5 video. If you're using YouTube, you put in the YouTube URL, it's actually just going to pull whatever thumbnail you have set for the video in YouTube.
And yeah, and also Kelly wanted clarification. The comment section, that can be replaced with the drift to give them the live chat ability. Is that it?
Well, so this one is using Facebook comments, which isn't really ideal for a live chat simulation. And drift actually shows up as a widget down here. It's this little icon, and so it actually wouldn't show up right here in this little chat area. There may be some other chat widgets that you may need.